they've got a real nick, a real niche, or a real what is the word even? Trying to say like a little talent or skill, not niche, a little knack. That's the word, a knack. These internet these geekoids, Googlies, Google Campus in America, who are taking over the world campuses of every university and college around the whole planet. They've got a real knack of winding people up in their Mark Zuckerberg vocabulary terminology that they like to implant around the world. AI overview. I actually think that it's now racist, this whole AI thing. It's like it's a war. It's a war of how you see the world and what people you are. There's definitely a war going on. And it's definitely, they're using AI, who has the AI, which people have the AI, or which tech. The word overview, though, is if you have in a human an AI, if you have an advantageous overview of what's going on, I think this AI overview means that, the world as you know it, no matter how good your view is over. It's done, right? The days of you having an AI overview are over, because now they've got AI, basically, which means that absolutely everything is going to change, and I don't mean when everything is going to change, like the lunatics are going to take over the asylum, or the peasants are going to, have an uprising. I think this is going to be like, I think this is Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, WEF. They're just, they've already got their Skylink, their big apocalyptic sign in the sky made by their scientists, who they've had the privilege of fleecing us out of all the money and labour, using that all for their own benefit, when they're claimed, no, it's for everyone's good, it's for the common good, it's for the common benefit, as long as you consent, submit, accept, kneel, consent, submit, accept, their new policies, which half of them are illegal in law. So we know where they're going with that. These brilliant minds, these scientists who have been funded by all these grants and positions awarded, like Fauci and so forth, in this disposable trillions, they know who's in charge and they know who they're working for, and they're all under surveillance. They themselves, are under surveillance in their labs, but, they get benefits, they get privileges, all these little squeezes and impacts aren't going to affect them hardly, unless it's Dr. Tess Lowry, who has never got any of her campaign or projects really through, because she's been obstructed all the time. The few honest academics and scientists out there. Overview. I think the view is over. Because the thing is, what have you got a view of? If everything that you had a view of is gone, you're starting from scratch. It's literally like Tron or something, you've got your assets, everything is gone, castles are gone, buildings are gone, villages are gone, public health is gone. What is there left to live for? What else is there? This is a clearing of the game board. This is an erasure. This is a complete and total. Well, they're calling it the Great Reset, and as Kamala Harris, they've got her pushing, forget what was and all and what can be. I think these people are going to just wipe the whole thing from scratch and create their own paradise utopia, which is going to be mainly tech servants, and that's what they're going for. There's no doubt about it, and any opposition's view is over now. I don't think you can stop it, because they've got the the satellite up in the air, the Skylink satellite circling the globe. They've got every single conversation listened into unofficially, even in a doctor's surgery, in a private doctor meeting, you know. How, you know, everything they're doing is illegal. To get to how they've got to get to where they are now, they've broken the law so much, really serious constitutional law, like with these fines in London with Sadiq Khan, really penalising people on the motorway when it's not even a safety issue, you know, saying that, it's for, you know, air quality or whatever, when there's already a clause that if you're in a hurry, for an employer still in law, then, you know, it can be used as a defence. And then you're not in front of a magistrate saying that you were doing something unsafe or dangerous. It's just air quality, you know. Then they've got their team player, Neil Mohan, you know, Tsar Master, kung fuing with all the YouTube adverts, you know, to steal time. You know, you think that when you go to the shop, you know, the extra 10, 20p, 62p and everything doesn't add up. You know, it adds up to like hundreds of pounds, thousands of pounds, right? You know, when you look at your bank bills, you know, well, you know, this is it. You know, the time they're stealing from you when you're watching YouTube, it's all adding up, and you're not getting anything done because of all this stealing of time. They're literally weakening everyone, literally tapping offers, and the facade of it, I think, is this kind of like, you know, it's for the benefit of mankind or the good of mankind, when it isn't at all. And we're all being punished and penalised. You know, and anyone who had a view of anything now, I think it's over, because there's nothing left to view. What they've done is they've done like in the war, you know, like when they bombed Plymouth, when they bombed everywhere, got everyone into, you know, when the fucking siren goes, you will get in the fucking bomb shelter, right? You know your place. Get the noise going, right? And it's gone now. I mean, everywhere's been blitzed here. It's like being where we are now. It's literally like being in Ukraine. You know, everything is literally next to bombed, you know, but it's not, they've not done it with a tank or a gun. They've done it with messaging, with telephone systems, with television. They've just literally got everyone to do it themselves. You know, they've literally got the citizens to literally push the self-destruct button, you know. There's a beautiful place, like, you know, just get some nupties to come up, I'll build houses on it, you know. And then they've got, you know, literally with the lure, you know, they've got everyone to go to B&Q, buy some hammer and nails and fuck everything. And then, you know, the council are in there as well, putting the nail in the coffin, just going around absolutely annihilating everything on a self-destruct mission when they've got no money. And this is the thing, where is all this money coming? How can any council afford to redevelop any town centre when they're all apparently going bankrupt with no money? And most of it must be coming from these fines on the motorway, you know, and all these ULEZ charges, which apparently the mayor hasn't even collected in any way. It's just insane, the whole thing. If these count... There's so many local groups, just, you know, being tortured by these local councils who just need to stop. We need to local councils need to close down. They need to shut down, because the amount of money that's being wasted by them, and they need to go into like a hibernation mode, right, where the minimal activity of repair, anything that is, you know, in need of repair, like potholes, the road, or street lights, they need to go into a local we need like 10 years of hibernation of local councils, because they're making an absolute fuck up of the whole fucking place. The whole thing is just a complete and total massacre. But what actually is happening is the local councils are just literally wiping, you know, they're going to flatten the whole place. It's just going to be flattened, ready for this great reset. That is what the councils are doing. It's not about us or where we live or anything. It's just about this whole complete and total You know, every single university nearly has been taken over by China. We've got foreign people coming in quicker than naturalization process. So we've lost all our customs, and now we're actually under attack from a foreign force, which is illegal under the Act of Settlement. We've had a mass immigration which hasn't been naturalized, and now we've been taken over by foreign entities in governmental positions, it's illegal. It's actually illegal. Short of Charles, jumping in an oil rig and climbing back out again. They've absolutely massacred the rest of the planet with ease. The ease in which they have taken China, got under social points, India, Australia, the continent of America. They've absolutely they've massacred the planet and the people. And now, because they were so easy to massacre, they're just attacking us with them. And the whole facade is absolute bollock. You know, there's no more place for smiles anymore from the government, from Starmer, from the government. It's massacre and suicide. And Starmer even wants it to be suicide. Literally, all the people in Russia who didn't want a war, the peaceful people, effectively, right, they all, fuck off, right? They literally rejected anyone in Russia who's peaceful and who don't want to go to war. They had to leave their own country, their own culture, everything. And I think that is what Starmer is doing now. If you don't like it, then, there's always a suicide button. Fuck you, right? That is effectively Starmer's message, right? If you don't accept what is inevitable, there's nothing you can do to stop it. You might as well just fucking top yourself, right? Which is effectively what Putin said to those people in Russia, right? Like, fuck off, or, if you ain't going to fucking kill yourself in my war, then, you're all traitors. So, for this trillion military style campaign, which is, inevitable apparently, because they need to get their sentinels in place and everything now, not tomorrow. Well, they want it yesterday. They want it now immediately. It has to be all done immediately now. Even though people, are happy. It's effectively just like, it is this, like, innocent continents, just minding their own business, and then a couple of ships pull up, and then boom, gone. That's it. That is what's happening. There's no doubt about it now, but it's not just ships pulling up on a shore saying, "Oh, we'll have this country." This is the corporate elite. They're in our house. They haven't got boats or ships. They've got mobile smartphones and Neil Mohan's ads and Sergey Brin. It's Sergey Brin, Neil Mohan, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and Nick Clegg's in there as well. Sir Nick Clegg, Sir Tony Blair, and the rest of them, Fabian Society, literally taking over the planet. And, we're all tribes now. We literally are. We're effectively, we are just the resisting tribes. And, if you're not in Starfleet Command, the new university hubs which they're bringing out, you're fucked. We're being taken over by Starfleet Command of the whole planet. And that is what's happening. Whether we like it or not, and there's no room for, college campus has got no place for sentiment when they, want the metaverse and the Google this, Google that, Google SatNav. There's no place for any sentiment or memory at all. Nothing human. No stroking of pets or animals. No sunrise or sunset. It is literally executive commands and objectives. Position satellites around the Earth, solve biochemical assessment in laboratories, come out with formulas, come out with machines, with tech that can do things big. This machine-like direction is not, the only person who I can really think of with a title is Sir David Attenborough, who seems to be kind of the only person who's shouting out, standing up for some kind of, natural humanity or balance for this planet and what it is. Everyone else is on these, objectives. It's all objectives. And everyone's got their own quirk. Elon Musk he's had a, disabled child, which has, got him into his opinions and views. People seem to be coming at it from their own particular angles or whatever. But, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing left to save now, I don't think, because it seems like it's going to be all or nothing, particularly with all this, wherever the fuck you go. The act, they've already pushed all this. They've pushed it in. They've run all these themes through us in the movies. When they was talking about Hitler, putting people in front of a screen and running fucking psychological fucking cues through them. They've done it in all the Superman movies. When they go into that lair in the cave and get turned human into android, whether they like it or not. They've actually put people in front of those screens and made them go through the emotions. Fear, laughter, terror. And then they've even got these Kill Bill movies out. If that ain't fucking incitement, I don't know what is. I don't really know what these politicians are on, but there's definitely now a clear elite privilege. If you are a movie director like Steven Spielberg or Tim Burton, the nutcase, or any movie maker, you've got the privilege of incitement, horror, terror, scaring people, making it look as real as possible. Even it was real because you had to really do it to make the fucking film, right? All these things, and, you got Kamala Harris up there saying, oh, it's harmful, but the last thing they're doing is, why aren't they shut Hollywood down? Why aren't they banned all the films? Because they want more and more of them. It's kind of like, it is a privileged elite. We are the ones who can scare, terrorise, incite, etc. And you will all just watch. You'll sit there and, you're not allowed to do these things, but we are. But, because you're not permitted to do it anymore as a human being, you can watch us act it. But by the way, we're not just acting it, we actually are really doing it, or whatever. It's just retarded, I wouldn't have minded if they had banned half these films already and said, all right, then we've banned Arnold now and we've banned Kill Bill. It's putting bad messages out, it's, inciting people, we're going to ban them all. But you notice that Kamala Harris, the top of her list is us, YouTube. Oh, no, you can't sell these things on YouTube. That's a dangerous act. Really? Well, that's funny. Where did you get the idea from? Well, from Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is the fucking thing. It clearly is an elite. If you're a member of this elite class, the world is your oyster, and this is what they're going for. Because common people cannot do sweet FA. Only the privileged, the protected, privileged movie stars can do these things now. Things that normal people could do. If you notice, that's what's happened, because people used to be, peasants used to be carrying pitchforks and joining in with Harold Godwinson to try and protect the nation. Peasants may carry pitchforks to war. Now, none of that, we'll just have to go watch that on a film, People did get angry. Look, get excited. There's a hero saving the day. Oh, it's just a film, though. Now it's like, oh, no. Remember when people used to speak out and speak their mind, and try to get people together and even hold banners and signs? Ooh, no, that's forbidden. It's all illegal now. But you can watch Arnold do it. Oh, look, there's Arnold. Wow, it's a real action film now. An action hero. He's holding a banner up. You know? Wow, look at Arnold hold a banner up. No one's allowed to do that anymore. Even so, look, it says on it. It says, rise up. Oh, he's inciting people. Rise up, it says on it. Oh, we're not allowed to put that anymore. It's like driving a fucking motor, Harley Davidson off the edge of a fucking cliff. You know, it's illegal. You can't tell people to rise up. Well, there's Arnold doing it. You know, this is what it is coming down to. You know, it is Camilla fucking Harris, right, on the TV, sat there saying, if I win this campaign, I'm going to shut down Hollywood because it is inciting violence, right? The first thing, before YouTube, right? No, our channels are getting shut down while they're still making money from selling films that are inciting stuff, right? And they're making money out of that. You know? It's just like it's exactly like all these M32 signs, right? You know, oh no, Roger Hallam's not allowed to go climb up the fucking side of the thing and put his banner across the motorway, right? That's dangerous. But, you know, fucking JC Decaux can have, fucking paint the town red, fairy lights across the London Bridge or whatever, you know. Oh no, but we're allowed to. But why is that? Because we've got authorization. Oh, well, it says that we can have authorization. You know, this is the thing. How is it dangerous? It's not dangerous when they do it. No. Are the effects of it dangerous? Are the effects of having a illuminated film movie board over a motorway dangerous or fucking not? Well, it's not dangerous when Coca-Cola do it, but it's fucking dangerous when Roger Hallam does it because people might join his campaign, you know, and we don't want the effects of that going everywhere because they might support him, might stop buying Coca-Cola, and then the share price will go down. This is most definitely all about money. The thing with the rights is that because it's about running the country, right, it's done on behalf of the people. And this is the thing. Big corporate entities are buying the right to do something. They're not just paying for the lights, for the metal, for the materials. They're saying that, oh, that's actually dangerous. If it's your logo, it's dangerous. What they're really saying is that if it says Extinction Rebellion everywhere, it doesn't matter whether it says it in fucking daisies or lights, it's dangerous. But if it says Coca-Cola, it's not. Why? Because then either people will buy Coca-Cola or support Extinction Rebellion, right? That's what it comes down to. And this is the fucking thing with Lord Walney, right? The money is buying the privilege and right for them to do it, and they're absolutely fucking loaded. And no one can compete against that. Because we haven't got any money. So we have to do bare minimum. It's like a couple of peasants with the pitchforks taking on a fucking military arsenal, and then Walney saying, oh, your pitchforks are fucking dangerous. They might poke into something, when he's rolling over the hills with a fucking, armoured tank, with helicopters and fucking artillery. Oh, don't you think that's a bit dangerous, Walney? Oh, well, we've got the privilege of using it. This is the fucking thing. The canon of these companies and businesses. And then if we, but, oh no, why don't you, what you can pay to? Oh yeah, why don't I pay? I'll tell you what, why don't we play Arsenal and we'll just kick the fucking ball in the net for them, the cunts. That's what Walney wants. Walney wants a football match between fucking Everton and Arsenal, right? Where fucking Everton are kicking the fucking ball in their own fucking net for Arsenal. And that's Walney's idea of a fair game. Where's the fucking referee? That's the fucking difference. You know? No, actually, Walney, we are opposing you. Opposing. Yes, we're pipsqueaks. We've got like fucking 3 pence and a fucking paper clip. But we'll stick that fucking banner over that fucking bridge against your fucking empire of coke. This is the fucking thing with Walney, right? He wants, us to kick the fucking ball in our own fucking net for the other fucking side. And then he's wondering who the fuck would set a Labour Party member to do an independent fucking assessment in the House of fucking Lords on National Security? Why? Where are the fucking independent members of the House of Lords doing it? This is the thing. Even a crossbencher would be something, even if they were fucking cross-eyed. You know? And the fucking Speaker of Parliament, who's best known in history, is meant to have been fucking cross-eyed. You know? This is the fucking thing. What Walney thinks that, there are only 2 teams in the league, you know? It can only be one of 2 winners. Not that, oh no, actually, we've got some other players who want to have a go as well, you know? This is the thing.